How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to today's video. And yes, the wheel did choose Team Revolting. And it's kind of ironic because the first time on the Piston Cup wheel in Season 2, Episode 1, it was Dynaco, Antiocola, and Revolting. And then it shows Dynaco first, and then Antiocola second, and then now Revolting here, obviously. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting it off with Davey Apex. Now, the interesting thing about their sponsor is that they actually changed their number from 84 to 48 here, and that's because of Apple here. They wanted Apple to keep the 84 number, as you can see, they're both number 84, and having two different racers with the same number, it was kind of weird, so they swapped the 84 and 48. So that they can keep Apple as 84 in Cars 3. So that's why they did a number change here from 84 to 48. But yeah, there's some images on the screen of where Davey Apex appeared at in the movie. And he's kind of got a basic design, you know, nothing too important. I'm just going to move some of these guys up here. He's just got white right here, simple white, right on the front here, with 84 on the headlight, because these are stickers, obviously. They're not real headlights, whereas, you know, early on, or later on, they actually become real headlights. Yeah, he's got a grill right here, and then he's got gray with, like, kind of this plus and minus thing going on. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it more on the hood, but it's kind of hard to see it because it's, like, gray, and it's all mushed together, kind of. He's got blue eyes that are very tiny. I don't know why they're... Actually, yeah, most of his other models are kind of small eyes here. Like, these are some of the other racers that have this model. Dirksen D'Agostino and Manny Flywheel. This is a Chinese version, so if it looks kind of off, that's why, because these two are Thailand. This one's China. So, yeah, they feel different, so... yeah, that's why they might look different, because... I don't know if they do the same model, if they change it up, kind of. I think they do. I think they do kind of change it up a bit when it comes to the model from China and Thailand. He's got gray rims right here with the lighter tires. This is kind of an old version. This is from 2015, I do believe. So yeah, that's why it might look a bit dented here and there. Because back here it's kind of dented. But other than that, I'd say it's in pretty good condition. Sides are the same as all for the Cars 1 racers. But yeah, he's got Revolting right here in simple text, as you can see there, with like this weird like electrical thing going on. I don't really know what that is, like a lightning bolt right near the E. You can see that. And he's also got it on the other side too, and on the hood. And it says rebuilt alternators. Interesting thing about the sponsors is that they all have rebuilt alternators. Like Castlenut has rebuilt alternators, and even Aaron Clocker has rebuilt alternators. But that text is super small, so you can barely see it. But he does have it. He's one of the few next gens that actually keep their slogan. So yeah, he's got 84 up here in like the plus and minus thing. And on the back here, he's got rebuilt alternators in the same text as on the hood here, like the red box. And then he's got a gray stripe on the bottom, and like a darker red on the back than what it usually is. And 84 right there. So yeah, that's about all for him. Moving on to TG Castlenut. Now, this guy's actually quite rare. I don't really remember the last time he was released, other than that 2018 Target exclusive 4-pack that is from Target, obviously, and only in the US or wherever else they have Target stores. But there's none in Canada, so I got this guy online, as long as with Carl Clutching here. He's also his model. I got Carl here online as well. This is also a Chinese version, as well as that one is. But the other two that are his model, like Speedy Comet and Bobby Swift. There's more, but I only decided to bring up these three. These guys, well, this one is a Thailand version. This one is a Chinese version. It's the one I got in May of 2017 when the Cars 2 diecast first came out. I got this guy sometime around last summer. Actually, yeah, it was with the unboxing of Mini Flywheel here. That's where I got another one, because I did have Speedy Comet before, but then I got another one, so I get Mini Flywheel. But yeah, there's some images on the screen of where Castlenut appeared at in the movie. And yeah, like I said, he's quite rare. He's only been released once as far as I'm aware. Well, this version here has been released once. So yeah, he's probably one of my favorite Cars 3 stock cars just because of the red color. There's not really many red next generation racers or any red racers in general. But yeah, this guy is red. So I do like the way this guy looks. He's got more of a pure red color, while this guy is more of a faded red color. See, it's not really that vibrant, while this one is vibrant. And he's got, like I said earlier, rebuilt alternators on the side here, and revolting in more of a 3D font, whereas before it was more of a simpler font. Here there's some like shading to it. And you can actually see the plus and minus thing a lot more frequently and more clearly on this guy. Like you can see it better on him than you can with Davey Apex here. You can't really see it all that well, but you can see it good on this guy. And there's 48, because like I said, Apple, you know, they wanted to keep him same number, so they swapped Revolting's number. He's got rebuilt alternators right here. It's really weird because it's not like down here, it's like right here. So that's kind of weird. He does have the same sides, though. Sometimes in Cars 3 they change it up. But I think all the stock cars still have the same sides. So yeah, he's got this like gray like thing going on right here, where it's like goes to the side and then comes up and then goes to the other side, so it like connects. Yeah, there's like a white stripe here, and then there's like the black and gray with a lot less contingency sponsors than before, obviously. He's also still got gray rims, which is kind of strange, but yeah, that's the thing that he's got going on there. He's got Lightyear above the fender instead of on the tire. He's also still got it on the tire. And like I said earlier, these are actual headlights now. So 48's underneath the headlight instead of on the headlight. And yeah, he's got a lot more plus and minus things going on, like throughout his whole body. You can see like the plus and minus thing going on throughout his entire body here. And on the back, he's got rebuilt alternators right there, and revolting right there, and a camera, and racing shots from behind, and revolting right there behind the camera, if I have not mentioned that already, although I think I did. But yeah, that's about it for him. Oh, he's also got 48 right there in the corner. You can see that. He's also got that right there. So yeah, that's about it for him. Moving on to the final racer, Aaron Clocker now. Interesting story about Aaron Clocker is that he's like probably the most rarest next gen as far as the Chinese version goes. This is obviously the Thailand version. You could probably tell right from the start because the red on him is a lot brighter, whereas before it was like super dark and it was like all like weird and stuff. But this Thailand version looks a lot more smoother, I would say. And yeah, it's arguably better than the Chinese version. But yeah, there was only like a limited number of the Aaron Clocker 5-pack that came out like summer of like 2019 or somewhere around there. It's probably in 2018 actually. But yeah, that's why the Chinese Aaron Clocker is like probably one of the most rarest next gens that was like ever came out. But this Thailand Aaron Clocker was released in 2020, sometime around there. It was like in case D or something, somewhere around there. But yeah, other than that, he hasn't been re-released since then. But yeah, other than that, I guess there's also some images on the screen of where he appeared at in the movie. And yeah, right here on Aaron Clocker, before on the Chinese version, it was like this weird like silver like foil type thing, kind of like what Daniel Suarez has, like the gold foil. The like black part was in silver foil. So like trying to rebuild alternators would be like super hard, but it's a lot more easier now that it's like in black and the texture is a lot more brighter. Because yeah, all the red is a lot more brighter now. Before it was like almost the same color. Yeah, he's got revolting, rebuilt alternators. Like I said earlier, one of the few next gens actually have the rebuilt alternators text on them. Because like some of the other ones that I brought, the newer ones that are this model, like Nick Shift, Jonas Covers, who is another red next generation racer, and Jim Reverick, they don't have their slogans on them at all. Spearmint never really had a slogan, but I don't think those still did either. I'm not sure if Carbon Cyber did or not, because it's a new sponsor. But yeah, these are like the 3 newer ones that have this model, because the other 2 new ones, like, you know, Wheel Rush and Fast Fong, they have the more rectangular square model, while these ones are more flatter. Yeah, I don't really know how I would describe it, but they're all Thailand versions because they're all new. But yeah, like I said, rebuilt alternators and revolting on the text or on the hood there. And you can see the plus and minus thing a lot better on the Thailand version of Aaron Clocker. Like, if we can try to clear it out here, you can see that there's actually like this plus and minus thing going on. Whereas before it was like impossible to see because, you know, everything was so dark. But yeah, he's got 48 right there. And like I said, this red, all the red is a lot more brighter now. And his sides actually are different. If you look here and here, they're different because you can see that goes to the back. While this has like this stripe going horizontally. He's got 1 red stripe, 1 black, 1 white, and then another red. His contingency sponsors are in red: Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. He's got black light year tires, which I'd say would fit him better than having like gray or something like that. But yeah, he's got different sides. He's got the plus minus thing going on. He's got revolting right there and rebuilt alternators in that super small text on the side there. And on the back here, he's got 48 revolting on the left or on the right, and the rookie stripes, which every next generation racer has. Like Jim Reverick has them, Jonas Carvers has them, and Nick Shift has them. They all have, all the other ones have them as well. And he's got painted windows actually. Oh wait, no, this guy doesn't have painted windows. One of these guys do. It's Jonas Carvers. He's got painted windows. Some of them have painted windows, like, oh yeah, Jim Reverick has painted windows. But Nick Shift and, oh wait, no, Nick Shift's got the painted windows. But Aaron Clocker here does not have painted windows, which is kind of strange, but I guess that's just a thing that they decided. And he's also got green eyes there. So yeah, oh, that's about it for him. So that's about it for this video, but before I end the video, there's actually one more revolting racer that I'm not really going to dive too deep into. I'm just going to mention that is Leroy Hemming here, because he is sponsored by Revolting. If you see there, it says Revolting number 300. It's one of Doc's racers from early in the days, but yeah, he actually technically is sponsored by Revolting. So if we want it, we can do a little something like this, because they all are technically racers from Revolting, or sponsored by Revolting. So yeah, these are the Revolting racers, and yeah, that's about it for this video. I think I'll just leave in Leakless and Little Torquey Pistons. That way we can do their 2 reviews before we do Spearmint, Fine Toupe, and all those other next gens or teams. Like, we still have Trunk Fresh, even though I barely completed that collection, and a bunch of other ones. None of them I have here now, but yeah, we'll leave in Leakless and Little Torquey Pistons for, you know, their own videos. So it'll only be those 2 for next month's review. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one.